So hello and welcome. We are going to talk about technically episode 3 of Firefly, although it was the first one aired, entitled The Train Job. So I'm Paul. I forgot to introduce us. So, Dave,
Hey, Al.
hello. So this episode originally aired September 20th, 2001, attracting 6.2 million viewers.
Hmm.
Now, Dave, who was the WWF champion at the time? Any guesses?
Dad, no such luck. The brain is not the functioning with the wrestlings.
Good, because I wrote down the wrong name.
Oh,
I did too. I went for the year after. I went for 2002. This was 2001, right? No, this is
yes, yes.
oh, this is 2002. Okay, no, I wrote the right name down. This aired September
Nice.
20th,
The year
2002.
was simply wrong.
I nearly gave myself a heart attack. It was Brock Lesnar.
Bro. Ah,
Oh crap! I did write down other stuff wrong because I thought it was 2001. Crap! 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 Okay. Number one movie in America this week. Any guesses?
2002.
2000 September 2002.
Yeah, around then. Damn, nothing's coming to mind from the past. Most likely an Oscar winner or something big that year. Again, not too sure.
It's not an Oscar winner. I'll tell you that much for sure.
Hmm. Yeah, nothing. Brain is a blank.
Fair enough. I wouldn't expect you to have seen this movie. It's a movie called Barbershop.
A couple things are coming to mind, but they're all probably wrong.
It's a comedy with who's in Ice Cube, Anthony Anderson. It's a pretty good movie. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I've seen it, and it's pretty funny.
Okay. The thought was right on, but I'm thinking it was most likely a bad thing or a scene from another movie.
Yeah. Like I said, it's fine.
Hmm.
For music, number one song in America this week. Any guesses?
Again, around 2002.
Yeah,
Mm,
2002 September. What was everybody listening to? Well, not. I mean, yeah.
Everything that was on the radio that you couldn't get out of your darn head.
And
Not after that one year with that one. Nothing's coming to mind with that in the past.
so it
Hmm.
was a song called "Dilemma" by Nelly, featuring Kelly Rowland. I do not remember this because I did not listen to the radio. Uh, Probably
Yeah, and
till
if it was supposedly
1992.
popular after how long it's been in the 17 other particular songs that have most likely taken that particular spot in my brain, yeah, it's thankfully been scrubbed from my mind.
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame you. I'm sure it's a thing. Anyway,
Yeah.
in this episode, Captain Mal Reynolds, Zoe, and Jane are in a bar. When Lund celebrates the 6th anniversary of Unification Day with a toast, former Browncoat rebel Mal picks a fight. Zoe immediately steps up to help him out, but Jane holds back. Hey, I didn't fight in no war. Best of luck, though.
Yeah, yeah. He does join in, though.
He does eventually join the melee. Greatly outnumbered, Mal radios his pilot. Excuse me. Wash for help. Serenity arrives just in time and rescues the hapless crew. Their foes do not realize that the freighter is unarmed. In the ship's infirmary, Dr. Simon Tam is tending to his mentally disturbed sister River. One of the passengers, Shepard, Book, tells Mal that Simon is very brave for giving up his life as a wealthy doctor to go on the run to protect his sister. On a skyplex, an orbiting like space city thing, Mal, Zoe, and Jane meet with crime lord Niska and his hulking lieutenant Crow. To show that he is not to be trifled with, Niska shows them a bloody corpse hanging by his feet, the last person who failed him. Niska has the job for Mal and his crew: steal two crates from a train as it travels from Hancock to Paradiso and deliver it to Crow. Mal shows no interest in knowing what is in the crates. When Mal and Zoe board the train, they discover that an entire squad of Alliance troops is also aboard, although not specifically guarding the cargo. After the pair break into the locked train car and secure the traits, Jane is lowered on a winch while Serenity maintains station over the speeding train. While they attach the cargo to the winch, a curious Fed trips a smoke trap Zoe set up in the car door. In the resulting chaos, a wounded Jane is hoisted back up to the ship along with the crates. Mal knocks out the Fed before he can see what is happening, and Mal and Zoe take advantage of another smoke bomb to re-enter the passenger car without anyone the wiser. Wash parks Serenity in a canyon, not at the rendezvous point. Jane tells the crew that they should finish the job. Wash refuses to abandon his wife and Mal. Shepard Book, who knows a lot about crime lords for a shepherd, says, if Niska finds out Mal is being held and may speak as to who hired him, I think we're better off being a little late. Meanwhile, in Paradiso, Mal and Zoe are aghast to find that they stole medicine desperately needed in the poor mining town, whose residents all suffer from Boden's malady, a degenerative disease. The local sheriff is suspicious of Mal's cover story. Inaria appears and uses her considerable status as a companion. She claims that Mal is her runaway indentured man who persuaded Zoe to leave her husband. The impressed sheriff lets her take the runaways back to her own custody. Back on the ship, Mal announces to the crew that they will deliver the medicine to the townspeople. However, Crow and his henchmen find them, and a violent fight ensues, which the Serenity crew wins. After the villain secured, Mal and Zoe drive the cargo back to near the town, intending to drop off the crates and notify the sheriff once they are well away. But they run into the sheriff. Realizing what they have done, he lets them go. Outside Serenity, Mal offers Niska's money to a tied-up Crow. But Crow threatens to hunt Mal down. Mal casually kicks Crow into Serenity's running engine intake, killing him. Mal finds the next henchman much more cooperative. Back on an Alliance cruiser, two mysterious men in suits wearing blue gloves inquire about a girl and show the captain a photo of River Tam. Dun, dun, dun.
Very much so.
So what did you think of this episode, Dave?
This was definitely good. Nice train heist episode. Base of the story. Interesting sort of heist with all the particular stuff. So, at the start, with the bar fight, the one guy with the white chair.
With the white chair?
Yeah, kind of a two-seater white chair. It's like, this is my weapon, and I'm going to take him down.
Oh, yeah.
And they're just standing up, facing up with the ship, and it's like, oh, the chair won't work against the ship. So, one funny little detail I noticed about the bar fight and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, just the case that the captain went ahead and got himself into that situation, though didn't specifically start the fight.
I mean, I guess technically he didn't, but
still, he was kind of pushing, just like,
he was.
I understand, but still, really?
He was definitely there intending to get into a fight. He might not have thrown the first punch, but I mean, he went in there intending to piss people off.
The fun that they have with doing that sort of stuff. Ugh.
It is a fun little opening sequence, and then Wash coming with Serenity and being like, "I'll blow a crater in this moon," and then Jane's like, "Fucking idiots don't even realize it's a cargo ship," which is very good. We also do get a little bit more. We get a little bit more of the kind of overarching story about River. We find these two fellows who are with the Alliance, who are looking for some reason.
Yeah, coming to's hands of blue.
Yep. Yeah, this was a fun episode. I enjoyed it. The train heist was fun. It kind of highlights Mal being like he's not a bad guy. He'll do shady shit, but he's not a bad guy.
He has a bit of a conscience, and understanding with the couple particular things at work, he has the mindset of, I have a decision to make. I think the words from the mayor and him when he's giving back the medicine kind of say it best. Given that sort of particular decision, a man has a choice, with him saying there doesn't really seem to be a choice at
Yeah, he
all.
says, "I don't think that he does," which is it's a good little
Hmm.
line. Yeah, I think that
Hmm.
really kind of highlights Mal's character. Like, he's a bastard and he'll do some crime, but he has a line.
With how much he's had in his past, it's kind of how he survives now.
Yeah, and like it's also because like him being a part of the Unification War and being a rebel, he's like, well, these people are getting fucked over by the Alliance. I'm not gonna fuck them over.
Hmm.
There's a bit of that in there too. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, this was a fun episode. I enjoyed it. It's been a long
Oh,
time
and of
since I've seen
course,
this.
yeah, yeah. And of course, with the guy at the end, I'm going to hunt you down and
Very
make you
good.
pay for all this particular sort of stuff. It's like, oh man, supposed rivalries throughout the series. Just boots him into the engine. It's like, okay then.
And then they pull the next guy over, and he's like, "Yep, yep, whatever you say."
Yep, it's a perfect way to do it. If it's just a case they have to go down the line, it's something they have to do.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
it's very good. Um, yeah. So, did you have anything else about this episode, Dave?
No, with this one, it's fairly good. It kind of runs as well as sort of seeing the team synergy of how everything sort of runs with a heist or how they work in the process. Sadly, the name escapes me with the Merc they have on the team. But with the case of heist, he's good, but it's still the case of he only has one thing in mind, and anything that diverts from it, he doesn't precisely like it.
Yeah, Jane.
Hmm.
Yeah. Uh, there's gonna be some good stuff. Anyway, so the next episode we'll be discussing is an episode called Bushwhacked.
Hmm. Hmm.
Bushwhacked.
I'm sure
So
with it being space, there probably won't be many bushes, so that doesn't leave many other things to the mind. Mm.
no, the crew is going to discover a derelict ship that has been attacked by reavers,
Oh no.
and reavers are not friendly folk, as we learned in the pilot.
With just their ship and whatnot chasing after them, I wouldn't like to see any of the occupants, if they're even there, hopefully.
Yeah. So the interesting thing is because these episodes were aired out of order. When this episode airs, the audience watching at the time wouldn't have known what reavers were. They wouldn't have had that
Ah,
context
okay. Hmm.
because they were mentioned in the pilot, but the pilot didn't air until December. So
Ah, yeah. Hmm.
they kind of really fucked that over. Anyway, until next time, I'm Paul.
And I'm Dave.